Hello everyone and welcome back. We're being tormented here in Planescape Torment.
Yes, it is Planescape Torment and we are still in the Mortuary, 3 episodes in. But, you know, that's the thing that's just going to happen.
Yeah.
So here we are on the 3rd floor. We did finish the stuff that we needed to do on the 1st floor, and now it is time to explore further and see if we can find our way out of here.
It's time to pick shit out of shelves is what it's time to do.
Absolutely. We're going to be looting the ever-loving fuck out of this place.
Why not? That's what it's for.
Yep. Absolutely.
This skeleton number 748, according to the number chiseled above its brow, is odd only in some of its teeth appear to be false ones, made of reddish-brown stone. They're clearly not valuable, however, as its caretakers would have otherwise removed them. I'm getting the impression we don't talk to these guys.
Your call.
Yeah, I'll just examine him carefully.
Okie dokie.
Someone has taken care to bind the bones of this skeleton with leather straps, woven around the body in such a pattern that they resemble muscles and tendons. The straps are secured to metal bolts punched into the skeleton's joints. This skeleton looks like it has seen a great deal of service. Many of its bones are chipped, and its numerous fractures are bound with sealant and foul-smelling glues. Try and pry out
option.
Let's do it. Let's get out the
You gonna do
skeleton's
it?
joint
You
bolts.
give it a shot.
Let's see what happens. Whoa, Chief, that's vandalism. Those bolts are probably the only thing holding this bag of bones together. Necromancy only goes so far with these old fellas, you know? All right then, never mind. Maybe some other time. Yeah. Oh, it's not a problem. Morty does a strange bobbing motion that you think might be a shrug. Just wasn't sure if you knew that or not. I mean, by all means, go ahead. Now, let's get out of here. Wonder this Greybeard would mind if I borrowed his body. Greybeard? Greybeard, you know, geezer, old fella, yellow dog, old! Well, I don't think he's in any position to object. Why not take his body? Morty studies the skeleton for a moment, then shakes his head. Nah, I need a fresher one than this, and something with a little more dignity. This one's all creaky and fractured. All right then, let's go. I'm not going to insult him. I'm not going to insult the guy.
That's kind of you. Who's there?
Hold!
Oh, here they all come.
The Dustman regards you with a stony gaze. Are you lost? That's a good question.
There are a couple of easy ways to get out of this, so I'll see what you decide to go with.
No, I'm not lost. I had some questions. If you are not lost, then what is your business here? Leave quickly. That's great. No, let's not do that. I awoke on one of the slabs in your preparation room.
Really? You're just gonna let them know that you came back from the dead when these are death worshipping cult?
Should probably keep that to ourselves, eh?
Maybe not the greatest choice. I mean, I'll do it. You just gotta say go for it anyway. But
I'm here to see someone.
There you go.
Who are you here to see? I am here to see Doll. Doll is most likely in the receiving room on the 2nd floor. He's quite busy and not in the best of health. Unless you have pressing business, I would not disturb him. Very well, thanks for the information.
You kind of chose 2 voices. They're very similar there for that conversation.
I did. The Dustman nods and then returns to his duties. Walk away.
Yay! So we're going to get sort of accosted by a couple of Dustmen, but you'll have the exact same conversation with every single one of them. So, yeah, I'm just going to go through that for every one of them that we run into.
Perfect.
Yep. And I'm just going to steal all their shit. Well, they're not specifically looking.
Doll. I'm here to see Doll. He's a real doll face.
I'm here to see doll face.
He's a real pal. He's a real good guy. Hey, you got something new. What was that?
That was yunk. It was just a hunk of yunk.
Just some yunk, eh?
Yep. But like many other things, got some embalming charms. Let's take a look at this task list here. Someone has penned a series of tasks in red ink on a scrap of parchment.
All right. I would like the contracted workers to be inspected thrice daily at the end of each work shift when the new initiates come on duty. We have experienced too many contracted collapses while engaged in heavy labor as of late, and I fear the embalming enchantments initially used on the corpses may be decaying or may have been warped somehow. If the contracted workers could be inspected every 8 hours and raised if they had collapsed, then this would prevent the backlog of shells in the preparation rooms and free up more contracted workers for their duties. I do not wish collapsed bodies to be disposed of. When possible, the original contracted shelves are to be raised and to resume their duties. I have included spare embalming charms on the shelves for the use of the initiates on their duty. They are to be used only when the shells cannot be repaired with stitching, bandaging, or applications of embalming fluid. That makes sense. That makes sense why some of those guys are in bad shape.
Yeah. Yeah, they just keep on raising them again and again.
This is a good room.
It is. They got a lot of useful shit in here for us. But yeah, we're gonna loot the ever-loving fuck out of this place. But actually, let's
forced it.
There we go.
Nice.
Bash it open.
Whoa,
hey,
that was worth it.
That's crooked Fungerbone that we were looking for.
We were looking for a Fungerbone.
There you go.
And a corpse fly
charm
and a copper commons.
33 commons.
All right.
There we go. Yeah, there's a note in one of the rooms to the south of here, which we will go to, that teaches us how to bash open chests that we don't currently have. Otherwise, you there hold. Yes, yes. We'll go and talk to this person, and we'll tell them that we're here to see Doll. Hello. No, I'm not lost. I'm here to see Doll. Thank you. Bye-bye.
See ya. Ah! The skin of this female corpse is heavily tattooed with intricate patterns. The skin of her brow has been peeled back so the number 1148 could be chiseled into the skull beneath. Her mouth has been sealed shut with thick, rough stitching. Just let her go.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought this was one that I needed. This is him over here. Hey.
Hey,
slow
Pinocchio.
down. Get over here.
The skeleton turns to face you. 42 has been chiseled into its forehead, and a number of its bones, mostly the jaws and joints, have been bound with leather straps. A black smock is draped over its bodies. Ooh.
Right?
How about that first one?
Yeah.
I think this is the corpse I had that memory about. At the sound of your voice, the skeleton suddenly straightens up. It crosses its arms over its chest and its fingers hook into its rib cage. Cross your arms over your chest. In response, the skeleton drops its arms to its sides. The leather cords securing the skeleton's torso snap, and the rib cage folds outwards like a pair of double doors. Reach in there! Rummage!
Rummage through its open chest cavity.
To your surprise, your hand vanishes as you reach inside the rib cage. You have a strange feeling it's somewhere else. As you reach inside the rib cage, your hand bumps against an invisible object. It's about the size of a fist and seems to be attached to the skeleton's spine. Take it. As you pull the item out, the skeleton suddenly disintegrates, and the iron bolts securing the joints clatter to the floor. Whatever this item was, it seems to be the only thing holding it together. Let's look at it. It looks like an unremarkable lump of iron. You can't imagine why someone would hide it inside the ribcage of a skeleton. Examine it then. As you place... Oh, nice. As you place both your hands on the lump of iron to examine it, there's a... and the metal evaporates, leaving behind a strange dagger, a handful of coins wrapped in dirty cloth, and 2 bloody teardrops. These look like they were one inside the lump of iron. Take that shit.
Take that shit. Yeah, we don't even need Clint.
No way, dog.
We got our shit already. That's a Stardew Valley reference.
He had a wooden club.
He did, but we don't really need it. We have a disembodied arm already.
Look at these guys. Look at these clowns.
Yep. Look at these clams.
Forced it.
Money, clock charms.
Loot, looty, loot.
Dustman request.
A note written on a scrap of dry parchment. Contract the necromancer responsible for raising contractual worker 42. I know he's examined the skeleton before, but I am certain the initial raising of the body was warped. The worker still responds to commands, but when it has completed a task, it resumes pacing in the same circular pattern as it did before. Doll recently informed me that worker 42 exhibited that same walking pattern when it was a zombie decades ago. There may be a soul echo or marrow in the skeleton's age may have caused the magic animating him to decay. One of the initiates suggested it may be following an order issued by a high-ranking dustman in the past, but I have found no records of such an order. Whatever the reason for its behavior, the matter is to be resolved or the worker replaced. Da-da-da!
Yep, I'm talking about the skeleton that was hiding our shit. We got ourselves a pry bar. That's a better thing to have than that club anyway. Alright, so we did manage to pick ourselves up the green steel knife, which is a slightly better sort of knifey kind of weapon if we want it. But yeah, that's... and we got ourselves a nice little handful of things to carry around.
Alright, is there anything we can put on our person?
Unfortunately, not really. We don't... this game is surprisingly bereft of useful armor. You'll note, actually, if we go into here, that we do have, chest slots and stuff like that. But honestly, like, the best equipment that you get in the game is used in these tattoo slots.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you're very much a... I don't know. Was there a D&D class that was primarily, like, tattoos for weapons and stuff like that? Get ourselves a Sanctum Key.
Not in 2nd edition, when this game came out.
Fair enough.
I mean, there may have been. I didn't know. I didn't know it inside and out, but I would have remembered a tattoo class, not having any tattoos myself.
There you go. All right, there's more stuff that we could pick up while we're in here, but we're in pretty good shape. Hey, we're back to the first room. But now that we have the Sanctum Key, we have access to.
And we get the Fungerbone.
We got that Fungerbone that we can use to get out of here, eh?
Oh yeah, eh?
So this was the room that had Ivine's key, eh? And that there's a big chunk of dead shit on the floor here, eh?
All right, let's grab it.
Yeah, cleaning rags, bandages. So I am assuming that our buddy, this disguised zombie, had something to do with all that, but
all right,
it doesn't matter too much anymore. We are in the clear, and we can head downstairs.
Downstairs.
Yes, onward.
All right, let's do it. The first floor.
You there? Hold.
You see a stern-looking man in black robes. He's glaring at you suspiciously. You state your business.
Those are some of the options that you have here.
I seem to have gotten turned around these halls. Are there any guides who can direct me to visitors? My business is my own. Oh, God. He needs just to whisper something to snap his neck.
I've always been tempted to try that one, but I never have. Usually I just talk to this guy, and
right.
He's like... But
I mean,
your call.
All right, how about the bottom one, then? My only business is that I am bound for the exit. Wait, we're done here, right?
Pretty much.
All right.
I mean, there's the front entrance exit. Oh, we do need to visit a crypt here. Remember that that doll had told us that there was somebody that traveled with us. And we need to go to there.
Let's do the first one then. I seem to have gotten turned around in these halls. The dustman frowns. He seems skeptical. There are guides that can direct you to the antechamber. Do not wander the mortuary unescorted. Thank you for your assistance. I will speak to the guide.
All right.
There we go.
Dickhead.
don't want to...
You there, hold!
Yes, we'll talk to this guy. Same conversation, of course.
If you,
there we go. What's that?
If you, run, do they freak out?
No, not really. They just keep following you.
Whoa, look at these guys.
Yeah, pretty badass.
These guys mean business. Business.
Business. I wanna make sure that this guy's not facing this direction. There we go. Because, and I'm going to save before we.
Good call.
Before
Good
we
call.
try this, yeah. All right.
Before you is a giant skeleton in ornate bronze armor. The armor has been bolted onto the skeleton's frame, and a series of elaborate symbols have been carved across the blessed plate. There you go.
The blessed plate.
The blessed plate. You wonder where the skeleton came from. You weren't aware they made humans in this size. The huge blade in its hands looks like it weighs as much as a wagon cart. Examine the giant skeleton carefully. The skeleton's intricate bronze armor is riveted into its ribcage and shoulder blades with a series of iron bolts. As you study the frame from behind the armor, you notice the same iron bolts are set into the skeleton's shoulder, elbow, pelvic, and knee joints. A mass of thick leather cords and heavy knotted ropes run along the length of the skeleton's arms and legs, woven in such a pattern that they resemble muscles and tendons. Well.
Let's take a look at the armor.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's examine the armor. Despite the armor's obvious age, it looks well cared for. It shines brightly, and the symbol engraved on the breastplate seems to flow in the firelight, shifting slightly whenever you try to focus on them. Okay. Let's study the symbols. Almost unconsciously, you let your gaze relax as you look at the symbols. After a moment, the symbols cease shifting and resolve into a trail of runes that run up and down the breastplate. Strangely enough, the interlocking pattern of runes reminds you of chains. And with that thought, you suddenly recall these runes as some sort of warding enchantment. Interesting. Let's try to recall the enchantment. You study the runes for a while, but you can't decipher the enchantment. It looks pretty complicated, and you're having a hard time concentrating because we're dumb.
You're not, though. You're really not. But, that's too bad. There is, however, something that we did miss. There should be a book somewhere.
I love a good book.
Yeah, that actually talks about warding runes and enchantments and stuff like that. So, let's go see if we can find that book.
Should we do that next time?
I think we should do that next time. We are out of time. Thank you very much. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Planescape Torment, and we will be leaving the Mortuary next episode, most likely.
My god, it'll only take us, 5 episodes?
Only 5 episodes.
That's good.
That's
fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's fine, man.
This is
you're in
a time investment.
Yeah, you're in it to win it. You're in for the long haul.
That's right, baby.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye.